It is Monday, February the 14th, 2022. I am James. You are you. We are here for a very special edition of the At Home program. Now, if you are a longtime viewer, whether you're watching live or you intend to watch this once it is banked in our video on demand collection, you'll know that we enjoy an occasion, an event, a reason to celebrate, whether it's milestone episodes or holidays. Halloween, Christmas, or even most recently, New Year's Eve. Tonight, for the second time ever, we celebrate Valentine's Day. So the question is, are you with someone that you love? Are you cuddled up on the couch or in bed or in a jacuzzi watching tonight's episode? Or perhaps you are, and you intend on watching this a little later on after you've had dessert. Well, I'll tell you something. If you are someone like me who might be spending the evening alone, I would like for you to look at me as your Valentine. That's right. I didn't send you a card. I've not purchased you any flowers or chocolat, but that doesn't mean that I can't provide to you the best thing that anyone could want from a Valentine. That's dedication and loyalty and to be there for you. Because isn't that what we're really looking for this Valentine's Day season? I'm a bachelor. I know. They call me little cutie. They call me the number one lover. They call me the cool breeze lover. They call me the hot property. They call me the genuine article. But I'm also a bachelor and not the type that would be on that show. I don't got no muscles. I don't have a driver's license. And I can't swim. I haven't maintained a 9-to-5 job in 5 years. But that doesn't stop me from being a bachelor, just like those other Johnny-come-latelys. I was talking to a friend earlier today who appears to be obsessed with me finding my one true number one. She said to me, and I quote, "I actually think you prefer being single, and someday that might change. And you might even say," and I quote, and I've written this down, "I really like love." That's what people are thinking about me. You know what I say? Sit on it and twist, fly a kite, jump in the lake. Let me be who I want to be. Because I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. And I didn't even intend on singing Gavin DeGraw. Around these parts, the number one rock song of all time. What is happening on tonight's show? It is a very special panel edition featuring everything and anything to do with Valentine's Day. We're talking about everything. We're talking about dating. We're talking about V-Day memories. Much later on, I'm going to break down what I believe to be the top 5 hottest celebrity couples of all time, because that's what this show needs. We need to be more current. We need to get into the pop culture of things, and that's what we're going to do tonight with some current as well as favorite celebrity pairings. And I say this with nothing but staunch fear. To wrap things up tonight, it is the first and what I believe to be the only edition of Dirty Dave Kaufman's Dirty Valentine's Day. It's a game show. So before we get into that, before we take the show into the gutter, into the toilet, let's get all of our guests tonight. Please welcome some legends in the at-home world. Please welcome Racquel Belmonte and Dirty Dave Kaufman. Racquel, happy Valentine's Day. Dave, happy Valentine's Day. Racquel, how's Valentine's Day treating you so far?
Happy Valentine's Day, little cutie.
Thank you.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
I did one of those lactose tolerance tests, and it is really starting to, rumble its way through my body again. Diarrhea.
Yeah, so you're feeling something other than the typical butterflies on Valentine's. So you're feeling a bubbling crude.
Yeah, bubbling crude. Those butterflies, if there were any, dead. They do not exist. Well, not today.
Someone watching you might be saying that Racquel Belmonte, she seems like a catch. And when they hear you talking about butterflies, they might be singing to themselves, Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my
You're my butterfly, sugar baby.
Crazy town. Speaking of crazy, Dave Kaufman, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, James.
Now, Dave, you're rubbing your eyes. You look tired. Did you just get a little bit of action tonight?
No, not tonight.
It sounds like you have an idea of when that might happen, though.
What do you mean?
Well, you said not tonight.
Yeah.
And the sound implied that you know when your next action-filled evening is going to be.
Well,
Or it already happened.
Let's just say it wasn't tonight.
Well, let's just say it wasn't tonight indeed. Guys, it's Valentine's Day. I'm curious to know, how did we celebrate? Now, Dave, we're going to start with you. You're a married man.
Yeah.
Tell us about your Valentine's Day.
Well, it was also a work day for me, James.
Well, of course, yeah, Valentine's Day, not typically a statutory holiday.
No. Although, if it were up to me, if I was prime minister,
You want to finish that thought?
I would make it a holiday.
All right.
A love holiday.
Yes, Valentine's Day, otherwise known as a love
So
holiday.
I woke up at 4 a.m. because my daughter was wailing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I didn't really get too much sleep. Then I started my job. Typing away. Typing. Then I had lunch with my wife. It was nice.
Well, now, what did you eat for Valentine's Day lunch? Did you cook? Did you get takeout?
What did I eat? I had a turkey sandwich.
Okay, that's one of the more romantic deli meats.
But then, get this, James. We were going to order a Valentine's Day dinner.
Okay.
We were going to order, I don't know if you know this restaurant, Kazoo.
Yeah, I know of it.
So I punched it into my Uber Eats.
Why would you ask if I know it? It's a 20-minute walk from my home.
Yeah, but you're not into
Expensive food?
you're not into seafood. There's a lot of seafood there.
Sure, fair enough, but there's also beef dishes and chicken dishes.
You're not into expensive food either.
Yeah, that's what, Racquel, what Dave's basically implying is that I would never eat there because...
Look, if it was a hot dog stand, I wouldn't have guessed twice.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So you wanted to order Kazoo.
And then I pressed order on the Uber Eats app, and it said this restaurant's no longer available. So then I made breakfast for dinner. So I made bacon and eggs, and that's what we had for supper.
All right, now was that kind of a fun, cute thing, or more a disappointment?
It was very cute and fun.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you set the plate up like the eggs were two eyes and a smiley face of bacon, something like that?
No.
All right, Racquel, tell us about your Valentine's Day. How'd things go for you?
Well, James, I woke up at the crack of dawn to do an audition that I forgot about yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I hammered through that. I was fasting for the test I had to do today. So I stayed in bed and I forced myself to sleep until I had my test at 1:50. Then I took this keister to Life Labs, where I was given a lactose drink to drink. Like I mentioned, mostly diarrheaed it all out. Yep. It's still coming out. And they kept me there because I was nauseous. So it was a 2-hour test that turned into a 3-hour test. Okay. And now I'm here.
Now I want to address something that I think I saw you write on Twitter. Now, again, it's Valentine's Day. People know that Valentine's Day is as much as it is about love as it is maybe sauciness and seductiveness and salaciousness. I believe I read a tweet where you claimed that you were sending sexually suggestive text messages while at this clinic. Is that true?
Hell yeah, it's true. I'll do it anywhere. It's Valentine's Day. I have to partake somehow.
Okay, so what I want to do is ask this. This is just like, you can't ask for a better segue. Racquel, last week you were here. You talked about, now Dave, I'm sure you remember this. Racquel, you talked about how you were on a podcast. You were talking about how you were, as the kids say, crushing hard on a fellow who worked at the home hardware store. This person's friend happened to be listening, sent it to this young man at the hardware store. The guy messaged you, and this is where it was a cliffhanger. We don't know what happened. Racquel, can I ask, was this the man that you were sending explicit messages to today?
It was not. It could have been. It could have been. But he didn't message me back. So, if you're out there, home hardware hottie, what did we call him last time?
I called him the home hardware hard body.
Hard body. I knew it was something kind of gross. Home hardware hard body, you could have got a sext from me. And my sex are good because I'm a good writer. I'm not smart, but I'm a good writer.
Okay, well, Dave, let's check in here. Why do you think that this home hardware hard body didn't respond to Racquel?
Maybe he was intimidated.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Thinks I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit him or something.
Okay,
no,
now-
that's not cool.
Now we're getting the perspective from another hard body. So
Well,
Dave's checking in.
maybe he's in recovery for a workout gone awry.
Oh.
If his body is too hard, he probably hasn't been flexing. Not flexing, stretching. He's probably been flexing too much and not enough stretching.
Okay, so you're saying that there's a
irresponsible.
possibility he's feeling a little bit insecure to respond to Racquel.
Either insecure or physically ill.
Okay. Now, do you think, Racquel, is there any possibility you might try one last time to check in with the home hardware hottie?
No, I don't chase men. That sounded so aggressive. I
No, it's
feel
fine.
weird.
You're allowed
I
to be
don't
aggressive. The Valentine's Day is a fiery time of year.
I
Now-
don't chase them. No.
Now, what do you think happens the next time you go into the hardware store?
That's the problem. I have to go to the hardware store. I have shit. You can. Oh, I moved it because I wanted to be polite for the show. I have pictures that need hanging. I need one of those things. I don't even know what the instrument is called. You know the one you put on your wall to see if a picture is straight.
It's a level.
That I need that. It's called a level.
A level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but your iPhone has level functionality.
What?
Yeah.
See, I'll never need to go to Home Hardware ever again. So
The measurement
all that
app.
romance dead.
But I want to check in here, Dave. So what would happen? Let's say that you're a guy who declined to respond to someone who's romantically interested in you, and in this situation,
It's happened before.
You're single. You work at a place, and they walk in. What do? Do you acknowledge it, or do you pretend you don't know the person? Because this is pertinent advice to anyone who's crushing on someone in a potentially awkward situation.
So wait, I'm single. I'm working at my place of business, and someone who's crushing on me walks in.
Yeah, and you haven't responded to their last message.
Well, and do I like them or do I not like them?
We don't know how this hard body feels.
Well, I got to decide then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take us down two scenarios. Scenario one,
You can choose your adventure.
Yeah. Scenario one, I do like her, and I just forgot to message her. I'd say, hey, I saw you message me. I forgot to message you.
But we know that that's bullcrap.
But
No one forgets to
I'm
message.
in.
Yeah.
I'd say.
With the whole click thing you just did with like a...
I'm in. Wait around when my shift's done.
Well, so that's
wait
the first
around
scenario.
the store?
Yeah. I'm wrapping up my shift in a couple hours. Wait around the store.
Are
Cool, I
there
love
other
that.
scenarios here?
Scenario
You said
two, I don't like the person, and I ignored the text on purpose.
Well, I think that it's fair to say, look, we're not in a world right now where people forget to respond to someone in a romantic way, right? We forget a friend's text. We forget, or we even ignore family messages. You don't forget someone that might be into you.
I have.
Racquel, what you? Yeah, okay, well, easy then, Tiger. Back when you got locked down, there were no cell phones.
Locked down. I love that.
I didn't even run it through scenario two though.
I thought
Wait,
you did.
that wasn't... Oh,
No, that was. This is how I would handle it if that were the
I
case.
understand.
Let's hear it. Because I feel like this is the case. I feel like he's not
Mm-hmm.
into me anymore. So this is...
I'd say, hey, okay, so let's role play this. Hey, can I help you?
Hi, it's me, This is weird. It's me, Racquel, from the podcast.
You must be mistaking me for my twin brother. We've never met before.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Let your twin brother know that he did not respond, and I would like a message back.
I'll do that.
Thank you so much. Where are your levels?
Now,
Dave, you have an app on your phone that. Sorry.
Dave, your play is to be your own fake twin brother.
Yeah.
That's smart. In
Okay,
fact, I'd respect someone if they did that to me, because that's cool. I love that.
Well,
I
Racquel,
might do it.
I'm curious to know, how did you feel when this guy didn't respond back? Did you get over it quick, or were you a little bothered?
I got over it quick because I don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the kind.
And in fairness,
okay.
he messaged you first.
That's the thing, and he was the one who was like, "Hey, why don't we go out sometime?" Blah blah blah.
Okay,
No.
so this is the follow-up after last week. So for people just tuning in, the cliffhanger was he hasn't responded to your last message. He hasn't. He asked you out.
Mm-hmm.
And you said?
He said, let me know a day you'd like to hang out. And I said, great, I'll let you know. And I waited I didn't wait on purpose a couple of days. James, I don't play games. You know how people do that? They're like with the texting, and
Sure.
I sound like a fucking old person.
No, I'm the same way. If I'm interested, I'll send you a message the next day being like, I'm going to touch base.
Literally, yes. I do the same thing. I'm not going to do you have to wait like 2 days. But
Yeah.
I because I didn't know what my schedule was and I got busy doing other stuff, I didn't respond until I had a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I suggested a couple, and we're still waiting. We're still
And
waiting.
how many days? How many days have been?
5.
5 days. Now, here's the real question. Dave, what do you think Racquel should do if he does answer?
If he does answer at this point,
What if he responds and says, I got caught up. I'd love to do something this week.
I would say I would ask, what'd you get caught up in?
Oh.
Whoa.
So you'd say make it a little confrontational.
Yeah.
All
What'd you
right.
get caught up in? A net?
All right. Now,
That's
Racquel,
good.
what do you think you would do if he did answer?
Well, I'd see what he would say first. And if he said, oh, great, like I'm free this day, then I will check in with myself and be like, well, am I still free that day? Probably not.
Yeah.
I would probably, I don't know, I'd probably still go. I'm not doing anything else. I'm dating other people, so I may as well throw him into the mix. See, like it doesn't matter to me. It does. Listen, it matters. Okay, hold on. Let me make sense of this. In an ideal world, I want these people to be obsessed with me and respond to my messages. But do I really care? No.
All right. Well,
I
now
have a question. Sorry to interrupt the host, but some of the other ones.
Apology couldn't have sounded any more sarcastic.
Some other people on this panel want to talk.
I've been asking questions. I've never once made this about me. This has been question. I've been putting both of you on a pedestal here.
You know what? I forgot what I was going to say. Continue.
Oh no. No.
Now I quickly want to check in with Dave, as I have been throughout the episode. Racquel mentioned people being obsessed with her. Dave,
No,
you've also
I want them to be obsessed.
Oh, here's my
I'm
question.
gonna twist my words.
Yep. Okay.
But has ever that obsession become too obsessive?
Yeah. So maybe it's good that it's not that.
Because we all know James, right?
What's that supposed to
Yeah.
mean?
What is that supposed
Sometimes
to
things
mean?
get a little creepy.
Is James a big creep?
No, I'm not a creep.
Should we call you little creepy instead of
No,
little
you
cutie?
shouldn't call me little
Little
creepy.
creepy.
I am. You call me a lot of things. You call me little gentleman, little class act. You call me whatever you want.
Little
Just don't
shop
call
of
me Little
horrors.
Dinner. Yeah, don't have little shop of horrors. I want to speak about creepiness and horrors, Dave, as it pertains
Little
to you.
gentleman?
Yeah, I am a little gentleman.
That's
Dave,
so-
you've got an admirer who some might say is a little creepy. It's a older lady who lives on your street. We're talking about Sylvia.
Sure, yeah.
Now, what if Sylvia got in touch with you this Valentine's Day?
Who's to say she hasn't?
Oh.
Are you trying to tell me that she has?
No, she hasn't. But I mean, in what sense? If she, say, called into the show right now,
Called in. I believe she also sent you. She sent you a pretty shocking and revealing selfie. I believe. At
sure,
one
it
point.
shocked the world. What would I think about it?
Wait, hold on. It shocked the world.
Shocked the world.
All right.
What would I think about it? I mean,
Yeah.
it depends. If she just reached out in a sort of kind way, then I'd be
Yeah.
flattered. I'd respectfully decline. Of course, I'm a married man, taken.
Well, yeah, you've really done, I think, a really masterful job of avoiding her advances, so much so that last time she called in, I believe she had your dad over in her hot tub.
That's correct.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Were
but-
you kind of sorry, I have a question. Sorry to take away from the host. When she was in the hot tub with your father, were you upset, or were you a little bit like,
Well, I was upset on behalf of my mother.
there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Good for
but
you.
I mean, as long as she didn't show up to my door uncalled for, or called me at midnight when I was asleep, then I wouldn't care.
All right. Well, there you go. So Racquel
Yes.
It seems like Dave has found ways out of people being obsessed with him, and it seems to me that he's just respectful and does a good job of setting boundaries.
Yeah. So I should be better at setting boundaries? Is that
Well,
what we're getting at?
I can't say whether you have or you haven't. I would never make that projection because I'm a little gentleman.
Ah, little gentleman. That's a good one. I think you should get a tattoo that
I like
says
the way
that.
I like the way that you said it because it sounded like you were talking to a dog. Oh, little gentleman.
Little gentleman.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
You want a
Well,
biscuit?
Well, on that note, I wanted to do something to make this show a little bit more contemporary. Now, Dave, I know that you are really much in touch with pop culture. Racquel, I know very much the same about you. I am not so much in touch, but I wanted to, figure out how we can incorporate that into this program. And I thought Valentine's Day was a great way because if there's anything I know about pop culture, it's that people love when celebrities get together. So what I've done.
Wait a second, James. You're telling me that you're not in touch with pop culture?
Again, once again, you couldn't have been more sarcastic. Well, now, if you'd like to take up another pot shot, Dave, feel free.
You don't watch E-Talk Daily?
Yeah, I especially am not in touch with Canadian pop culture.
You don't watch E.T. Canada?
No.
Wow. Access Hollywood, Canada?
No, I don't believe that's come to Canada yet.
Darn.
Well, I'm curious to know now. Do we have any favorite celebrity couples? Right, we're gonna talk celebrity goss right now. Racquel, who are some of your favorite celeb couples?
Oh man, good question. Who's my favorite? You know what? I don't think I have a favorite right now. I really don't think I have a favorite right now.
Who are some favorites that kind of stand out? Right? Is it who Harry Styles and whomever he's dating?
I don't like anyone he's dating because he should be dating me. Okay, I like Harry Styles paired with me.
Mm-hmm.
Timothée Chalamet paired with me.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Sprouse paired with me.
Mm-hmm.
Who do I like?
Now, what about Cole Sprouse's twin brother?
Nah, not interested.
Okay.
Not in the slightest.
All right.
Celebrity couples. Why am I blanking on celebrity couples? Jog my You know who I hate?
I have some that I like.
Yep.
I mean, like, okay.
Sorry, what were you going to say? You finished what you were going to say.
No, I want you to say because I wonder if maybe they're connected or something.
Well, who can get enough of Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart?
I forgot about them.
You know, she played Ally McBeal.
And he was in Star Wars, right?
That's right, yeah.
Beyonce
and Jay-Z, of course.
I don't like him. He cheated on her.
Yeah, they had some turmoil.
Yeah, but she probably cheated on him, too.
I would, if I were her, honestly, I would have. When I went to their concert that they did together, and you can tell everybody was there just for her, which was kind of like a cool power thing, too. I was like, haha.
Yeah,
anyway.
No Jay-Z fans care about Beyonce.
Now, when you're talking about
okay.
celebrity couples, what about Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, where he had a medical ailment from giving too much love, right?
With his mouth. That's right. Yeah.
He gave her tongue love.
He didn't get that from her, did he?
Yeah.
He was up before.
Well, again, we're calling you Dirty Dave Kaufman tonight. You're taking the Valentines already down a dirty pathway with your flagrant use of the term, and I quote, tongue love.
You never heard that before?
Well, not said in the intonation you use, but what I do want to do is go to what I believe to be the power rankings, the top 5 celebrity couples of all time. Now, I've put this list together based on how hot they are, how romantic they are, the love story behind it. So if you're watching the show, I want people to keep their eyes very much peeled to the screen. If you're only listening, we're going to be pulling up some photos for you right about now. So we're going to come in.
I got another example.
Please.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Are they together still?
Well, they're together, but they kind of they're open.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So Jada, she has sex with a lot of guys.
That's awesome.
What about Will Smith?
I don't know about a lot.
I like that we are going to throw to the number 5 on the list, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I have another one. It felt like because you just wanted to say that Jada Pinkett Smith has sex with a lot of guys.
I got another one also.
Yep.
Well, everyone likes
Raymond.
Oh boy.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Ryan Reynolds used to be with Alanis Morissette,
That's right. Who used to be with Dave Coulier,
who used to be on Full House.
with Bob Saget. Rest in
Rest
peace.
in peace.
Oh,
All right, let's
that was
go to
beautiful.
our number 5 hottest celebrity couple of all time.
Here we
Now,
go.
you might remember her from Rocky, and you might remember him from Public Enemy. That's right, it's Brigitte Nielsen and Flavor Flav. Racquel, any fond memories of this hot celebrity couple?
Yes, memories I didn't realize were still in my brain. I used to love People magazine, Us Weekly. Like, I was obsessed with magazines. And I remember there was a moment in time where they were all over the fucking place. And this picture too, I've seen this picture. What a weird memory.
Yeah, they originally met on the I believe it was the VH1 series, The Surreal Life, that put a lot of washed up celebrities in the same house. And this is where they fell in love. I believe
Don't
they
call
had
them washed up.
Okay, well, formerly popular celebrities.
That's better.
And this is where their love blossomed. Dave, any fond memories of when Brigitte Nielsen and Flavor Flav were together?
You know, I didn't watch that show. I didn't watch Flavor of Love either. But I do like this picture,
It's a good photo.
and I like Flavor Flav's clocks.
What I think I like most about this photo is that it is not properly framed into the shot.
Do you think he makes a
No.
lot of clock-based like puns?
Like, oh, it's time to screw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
like something like that.
Suck my clock.
All right, let's move on to our number 4 hottest celebrity couple of all time. She recently got out from under the thumb of her father, and he's one of the all-time greatest rappers of all time. That's right, it's Kevin Federline and Britney Spears.
Brittany.
Racquel, any fond memories of this sexy celebrity duo?
Yes, a lot. I was obsessed with their whole thing. She was wearing like tank tops that were bejeweled and like tiny little. Oh man, this is another hot one from my magazine days.
And he had his rap hit Popo's Owl.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Now, Dave, were you a fan of K-Fed?
You know, I wouldn't say that I was like a super K-Fed fan, but you got to respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's move on to we're at the halfway point. It's just Racquel, please. Look, you gotta respect the hustle. Let's move on to our number 3 celebrity couple.
Oh.
Neither of them are with us anymore. That's right. It's J. Howard Marshall and Anna Nicole Smith. And
Now, I'm surprised that J. Howard Marshall isn't with us anymore.
Why is that? You thought he had a couple more years?
I thought he had a good few years left in him.
Yeah, well, good is subjective here. Racquel, now when the image came on screen, you seemed a little taken aback. This couple seems like it really hit you in the heartstrings.
I saw a meme today with them, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Because then I had a thought to myself. I'm like, Racquel, would you do this? Would you marry someone who's on their way out and then get their money?
Well,
what would you do? How far would you
go? In fairness, we don't know if that was her intention, right? Was he on his way out? Like Dave mentioned, he probably had a few more good years.
Could have been love.
Yeah. Could have been love, sure.
Right?
But like imagine being like so young and beautiful and like you have to have sex with this like old man. Maybe that's ageist. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm the problem.
I think so.
I think by definition it is ageist, but I have no issue with it.
I feel like I remember when this happened too. And I was probably a child, but I remember I was fascinated by the whole like marry someone for their money. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Why aren't we doing more of that?
Well,
Why
Dave,
not?
What do you think?
Well, you know, this couple was they were a target for a lot of late night fodder, and you know, I hated seeing those guys punching down at this couple.
It was ageist.
It was ageist.
It was ageist, right? The Lenos, the Lettermans.
Yeah, I wanted some good, clean comedy about, you know, Nicole.
I think
Anna
you just-
Nicole Smith.
Yeah, I thought you went with her middle name.
Yeah, what with her middle name?
I remember.
Any
I
relation
watched-
to Will?
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Racquel, you were saying?
I remember, I think it was True Hollywood Story, or it was something along those lines, but it used to be on Channel 35, Much More Music. Did you guys have that in
Oh, yeah.
wherever you are? Beautiful.
Actually, 35 was Much Music for me.
Oh, see, 24 was Much Music for us. 29, then 24. Anyhow, very cool. There was a whole thing on Much More Music, like this big documentary on Anna Nicole Smith. There was one on her, and there was one on Jane Mansfield, and I remember watching those all the way through because they played it like multiple times during the day. So I watched this Anna Nicole documentary all day. Anyway, fuck that.
Well,
that story sucked, I guess.
Coming in from the chat, this is from Thomas Barnwell, who alleges that J. Howard Marshall looks better than him.
I think J. Howard Marshall looks better than a lot of us. There.
All right, so it sounds like you're turning the tide here a little bit. You're okay with it.
No, I felt bad because I was being ageist earlier.
Yeah.
Look, I'd screw him.
Would you though?
Look at him. He's a handsome devil.
He's dressed well. He owns a couch.
Yeah, he's got a nice leather couch.
Is that
Yeah.
leather or velvet?
It's leather.
Both.
It's velvet.
Boy, why not both? As you would say, Lil James.
Let's move on to the number 2 hottest celebrity couple of all time. That's right. They're the current subject of a new documentary. Well, it's not a documentary, but it's more of a where art was inspired by life. That's right. It's Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson.
I want to watch this show so badly, but I got rid of Disney Plus because my ex was watching shows with his new girlfriend, and I was like, no,
Wait,
no
hold
more
on.
of this.
This-
So I got rid of my
this is-
Disney Plus.
This is on Disney Plus.
It's a Disney Plus show.
It's odd.
Weird, right?
That is an odd pairing. Now, Dave, what do you think about this kiss? Very French.
So what's going? It's quite French. This is Tommy Lee sticking his tongue out into Pam's mouth.
Yeah, Tommy Lee, whose haircut is very much late 90s here.
Yeah, it's sensual.
All right, Racquel,
It's
what
passionate.
do you think about this? What do you think about this kiss?
I think it's interesting. I think it's very them, whatever their couple meant to them. It's a choice. It was a choice that they both made. I think she looks fucking hot. Like that. He looks awful, but she looks fantastic.
She's
Yeah,
a good looking lady.
I will say this. I will say this, that Tommy Lee did a lot to boost up the, I guess the desirable nature of a lanky man. Now, I don't put myself in the same category as a Tommy Lee because he's also very tall. And I'm very much happy with my height because I think when you're very tall and very skinny, it looks a little extraterrestrial-ish. Now,
Yeah.
I'm punching down. I'm punching down on Tommy Lee.
How tall is he?
Oh, sorry.
Tommy Lee's
No.
probably quite tall.
Okay,
You know,
that works.
I didn't think about this before, but this is making me realize there's sort of a long tradition of like skeezy, tall dudes getting with hot celebrity women.
Well, like
And-
who else?
Well, even today, you got Machine Gun Kelly. He's with, classic, dare I use the term babe, Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And
There's
Pete,
also Travis Barker, the drummer of Blink-182 with classic Kardashian.
yeah,
Courtney
yeah.
Kardashian. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
Pete Davidson's with the other Kardashian.
Yeah.
All these sort of tall weirdos. It's a look. It gets you the ladies.
Well, now I want to expand on that. We can't forget and talking about tall weirdos when Lyle Lovett was with Julia Roberts,
That's true.
and he looked like a half man, half rooster.
She was a good-looking gal, Julia Roberts. Still is.
Julia Roberts.
But
Julia Roberts.
the Pretty Woman days. Oh boy.
Now, but Racquel, I want to check in with you from the woman's
Yes.
perspective. Tall, lanky, skeezy weirdo. What do you think?
I feel like I've talked about this a lot. I am very attracted to it, but
So you're saying that in a different world, you could be the recipient of this Tommy Lee tongue kiss.
I have been not
With Tommy Lee?
No, not with Tommy Lee. Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I don't want his
I'm
current
telling-
wife to come after
Pam
me.
Anderson's a Vancouver girl. He's
I
got
mean-
a taste for the Vancouver ladies.
Yeah, he got a pretty good taste in this picture.
Yeah.
I could see that. No. I think Pete Davidson is so hot. I think he
Why?
sucks. I don't know. I think it's like a sex thing. I think it's like an animalistic, like you look at them like, God, you're disgusting. And I'm so much better.
I feel like
maybe
he really looks like he smells of cigarettes, and his clothes always seem like they could be damp.
I know. I don't know. It's like musky. Like he has like a signature scent that his body creates. Like he is his own problem. And I don't know why I'm so attracted. I'm not attracted to Travis Barker, but I am attracted to drummers. If I watch someone drum for too long, we've got a problem.
Okay.
Who are some hot drummers?
Oh, Levon Helm.
I gotta see pics. I gotta see pics. Anyways.
Tommy Lee is a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him though. He's kind of gross. And isn't he a bad person? Oh, okay. Machine Gun Kelly. I would not fuck Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, now,
Absolutely not.
coming in from the chat again, Thomas Barnwell wants to know, what do you think about Ringo Starr, also a drummer?
He's fine.
What about Chad Smith, drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
You guys are dropping all these names as if I can remember what these faces look like.
What about famous jazz drummer Buddy Rich?
Oh,
Finally, someone I know.
What about Phil Collins?
Isn't he bald? Not that that's a bad thing.
Now,
John
Raquel,
Bonham?
not only have you now shamed old people,
Puked on it, choked on
you've
his own
shamed bald people.
Wait, did you say he choked on his own puke?
John Bonham? Yeah. Famously died that way.
What about Keith Moon, also a drummer?
You guys, I think I'm too young for all
What
of
about
these
David
references.
Grohl, drummed in Nirvana?
Well, we call him
He's
we call him
bad.
Dave on this show.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'd also like to throw in Jerry Mercer, drummer of April Wine. Anyways, I think that we have exhausted this. Now, again, also Ginger Baker coming in here, another great pick.
What about Alex Van Halen?
This might be a great episode for me and Jason Grimmer to be a part of. Which drummer does Jason Grimmer find attractive?
Yeah, that's great.
Let's go to our number one.
What about Max
hottest-
Weinberg?
All right, Dave gets the $1 million grand prize tonight. We're going to go to our number one hottest celebrity couple. Now, this is a very controversial pick. They were in love in more ways than one. That's right. It's
No.
Angelina Jolie and her brother James Haven.
This makes me sick. This made me sick. Can I tell you when I first saw this?
Now, Raquel, are you going to punch down again?
Yes, of course I'm gonna punch down. I feel like you can punch down on incest. I feel
Well-
like that's okay.
Is it?
Are you gonna defend it? Are you gonna defend incest?
I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying you're punching down. Dave, what do you think?
I think you should normalize it.
Dave, come on. You have a kid. You have a child who's probably asleep in your home.
Well, and who knows? Maybe that child's gonna have a sibling at one point.
No, absolutely not. I am not.
And maybe
no.
they'll fall in love.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
It'd be a Valentine's Day miracle. Okay, Raquel, look, this is a panel, so like any good panel, it's important to have differing opinions. What's your
Yes.
problem with Angelina Jolie and James Haven?
I think it should be illegal, and I'm sure it is somewhere, to fucking kiss your brother like this.
Multiple times. They've kissed multiple times.
I saw a TikTok recently of all of their public kisses, and that's just their public kisses. You can't tell me they fucked or she like.
You think
I
they
don't
kiss
know.
privates?
Oh, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
you think there's any tongue love?
Yes, there. Yes.
Now,
Sorry, don't mind me.
She's a good-looking lady, Angelina Jolie.
And he's a
Beautiful.
good-looking guy. Dave, what do you think? What do you think? You talk about normalizing it. How do you feel?
I think he is he good looking? He looks like the villain from The Mask.
I think he looks like he's he's one of those beautiful men. He's got very angular features.
I bet you he looks like he has eyeshadow on.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, I feel like he's also another lanky man.
Sorry, my chair's running over an envelope.
Look, Dave, you already won the $1 million prize. You don't have to keep forcing it. So Raquel, you're saying that you would not agree that this is the number one hottest celebrity couple of all time.
No, I feel like this list was a little bit off for my likings, but This for the number one couple? I don't know. They're siblings.
All right.
They're
Well, look,
siblings.
again, I'm trying to get things a little bit more pop culture based. So it was what it was. I said it was a controversial final pick. We're going to move on here because, look, this episode is flying by. It's the time that I've been dreading. Now, we're going to hand things over to, as he has referred to himself, Dirty Dave Kaufman for Dirty Valentine's Day.
I got just a brief interruption. I got a bit of a text message just now from from Sylvia.
She looks good.
Yeah, now this is the second time you've mentioned that, Racquel.
She looks really good.
Okay, so it sounds like you're more against old men than older women.
Yeah. I think yeah. We all love a good MILF. That's my favorite kind of porn. Is it not yours?
I love MILF. Man, I love fun. Now, Dave, are you gonna answer?
Yeah.
What's the question?
You like MILFs? Do you
Are you gonna? Yeah, you love MILFs. Are you gonna be answering Sylvia tonight?
I'm not gonna be answering. I'll say Happy Valentine's Day to Sylvia. Have a nice evening, and I hope you enjoy it with your loved ones.
That's really
it sounds
sweet.
like you're her loved one, Dave.
I'm not. That's what I'm implying through the message.
You should forward it to your dad.
Oh, I think your dad would love it.
He would.
My dad's with my mom tonight, and I made sure of that.
All right.
Maybe your mom will like it too.
You despicable.
Okay, well let's we'll calm down here now.
Sorry.
It's
I've
time
had
for
so much ginger ale.
It's time for Dirty Dave's Dirty Valentine's Day. Now, Dave, you are the curator of a couple game shows in the history of At Home. You've had Dave Kaufman's Dr. Ruth's Game of Good Sex,
That's
otherwise
right.
known as the Ruth Booth.
That's correct.
You've also had Dave Kaufman's Naughty or Nice, which was a holiday-themed dirty game show. Tonight, it's the less creative Dirty Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Can I show the original game that it's based off of?
Sure, yeah.
If that's all right.
Of course.
So it's sort of a spin on this classic game, Choose Your Pleasure. Some choices are meant to be easy. There's a lot of sensual things. Look at these lips.
Yep.
Ooh,
Those are some hot lips.
some meaty lips.
Meaty. There's some some man bosoms.
Ooh.
You got some man meat there.
Yeah, and you
Yum.
got some sensual, some bra undoing,
Oh,
and some sensual hot breath on your neck. So yeah, that's this game is a derivative on that, and here the rules are as follows.
Yeah, now this is a thing I've been asking you over the past 48 hours, what's the rules? And you've been responding, you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see, and you're about to see right now.
Okay.
So this is a game for you two to kind of get to know what the other person likes when it comes to the sensual stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Racquel, I'm going to give you two options of what you think James's preference would be, sexually that is. And
Right.
Of course I know the answer because I'm the host. And I'm going to correct...
I don't recall giving any answers to these.
I'm going to correct you insofar as what James's preference...
Wait, so
in the sheets
Racquel
are.
has to find the corresponding answer that I don't give?
Yeah, well, we all know what you like. I mean, I know what you like. We're good friends. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do the opposite. And James, you're going to guess what Racquel likes.
I have to guess the things of an intimate nature that
Oh,
Racquel likes.
I got
This
another
is-
message from Sylvia.
oh no.
Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness. Just to be clear, she's not topless in that photo.
No, she's not topless. She's wearing a bra on those gazongas.
Those are some hands if I've ever seen them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get back to the game. So, James, what's wrong?
Look, I guess I'm taken aback a little bit about these rules, but I assume that you've curated it in somewhat of a tasteful way, but I trust.
Of course. High Score Run from the chat is saying, Dave, if you won't respond to Sylvia, I will. And to that High Score Run, I say go for it. She's all yours. All right. Would James prefer A, option 1, someone to make love to him but bring him to orgasm with oral sex?
Wait, first?
Or would he prefer option 2, someone to make love to him but have him pull out and ejaculate on their face and body?
I think the first one. I do not take James as somebody who takes, pleasure in coming on somebody. I think that's my answer. My final answer is what? A.
And again, to be clear, I have no agency in any of this.
Well, we all know. I mean, your preferences have been determined by the panel of judges.
Judges?
Unfortunately, Racquel, the answer is 2. James likes to ejaculate on faces and bodies.
Oh my God!
I know, it's despicable.
I never gave that. I never even saw these questions.
It's unbelievable.
Do you ask before you do it?
He does not.
I have now. I'm getting a production note. Hold on. Devin is telling me that by the rules of the game, I can't argue any of this or validate anything.
There's nothing to argue, James. It's your preferences.
I'm learning a lot about you tonight, James.
You're not learning anything.
I just learned a huge thing. I learned a huge component to who you are as a person.
Not true. None of it's true.
Oh,
I don't believe it for a second. Yeah, it's mine. I'm sorry. My brother's FaceTiming me.
Sylvia?
Sylvia wishes. No, I would. If Sylvia were like, Racquel, are you interested in me? I would do it. She's hot.
All right.
But I'm also single.
What was that?
You got bugs in your house, Racquel?
Did you not see that?
I thought you were showing the lack of ring.
No. Okay.
You said you were single.
Was swatting mosquitoes away.
I'm also single.
There's a wrong hand. You should know as a married person.
It's flipped on the.
Oh crap!
All right, let's ask James what Racquel likes.
Don't fuck it up, James.
Don't fuck it up, James. All right, James.
Yeah.
Would Racquel rather option 1, to turn her naked body into a sundae using whipped creme and chocolate syrup? Or B, option 2, pour something edible over her body and then lick that off?
They're both edible.
Right, but one's specifically a chocolate sundae. No, not chocolate. Yeah, regular sundae with chocolate syrup.
Okay, well, look, I'm gonna go
and
with
of
the
course,
second.
whipped creme.
I'm gonna go with the second one because it makes less of a mess, Racquel. I'm gonna say the second one because it makes less. And again, I don't take any pleasure in answering these. I'm gonna go with the second one. I think it makes less of a mess.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. Racquel prefers option 1, despite the fact that she recently found out she's lactose intolerant. She loves whipped creme and chocolate syrup.
And I'd like for my partners to enjoy it too. God. And I love mess.
Yeah, so far this is not a great first round for me.
No.
We both lost. We're both losing.
All right.
But maybe you can catch up in this round, Racquel.
All right.
Does James prefer...
And this is going to be more of a tasteful question, right?
Yeah. Option 1, for someone to kiss and lick his nipples.
Okay.
Or option 2, for someone to kiss and lick his privates.
I'm going to go with nips.
That's correct.
Oh, yes! I knew it. I had a weird feeling. I'm like, I bet James is a nip guy.
James hates getting his privates licked,
I,
but he loves getting his nips licked.
How is it possible for you to have the right or wrong answer? We didn't consult any of these.
Next question.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah.
This one's for Racquel. Oh my god.
Oh.
Would Racquel prefer to... how gross do we want to go here, Racquel, on a score of...
Score of 1?
1 to 5.
Oh, 5. Go gross. Do 6 if you want
Okay.
to.
James, does Racquel prefer this? Option 1, to have someone lick, nibble, and suck her nips. Or option 2, for someone to massage her breasts and nipples with their hands.
I want to throw up.
James,
I don't think it's the lactose.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
take us through your thought process.
Please.
Well, my thought process is they're both fairly similar. Can you repeat the options?
Do I have to?
Yeah. I need it for to tell my thought process.
And say my name too when you say it, Dave. Like, would Racquel prefer
Yeah.
Option
this
1,
happen?
would Racquel Belmonte prefer someone to lick, nibble, or suck her nipples?
Ugh.
Or option 2, would Racquel Belmonte prefer someone massage her breasts and nipples with their hands?
All right, look. I'm. Ugh.
This is Dave's. What is this called?
Dirty Dave's Dirty Valentine's
This is
Day.
Dirty Dave's Dirty Valentine's Day.
Now, I guess
James, should we take a commercial break while you think on it?
No, I'm ready to lock in my answer. I think that I'm gonna go with the second one. The second one, because I think it's a little bit cleaner. It requires maybe more care. How about
You're
that?
obsessed with cleanliness.
Look, again, the deciding factor is I think there's more care involved in that second one because of the massage.
Well, unfortunately, and Racquel backed me up on this, I believe that is incorrect.
James, I'm a mouth guy. Or what did you call it? I like tongue.
Mouth love.
Mouth love. I
Oh, it's
love
tongue love.
tongue love. You put that. Hey, I don't like this. But...
We'll move on to the next one.
No, James. I'm concerned. I thought we've gotten to know each other pretty well over the course of the last 2 years that I've been doing this show.
Yeah, fair, but I guess Racquel, we'll pull the curtain back. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about what you'd prefer in the bedroom, one way or the other.
I think about that all the time with everybody on this show.
All right, well, I guess I try not to mix business and pleasure.
Oh, I'm the worst with it. I objectify anybody. Anyway.
All right. Okay, well, look, look, there's no judgment. I'm not going to punch down on that. It's mostly just it's just me putting the cards on the table that I don't spend any time thinking about if someone would rather be licked or massaged.
Yeah, licked. Right, Dave?
I mean, that's what it says here on my cards.
That's what it says.
All right.
We'll do another round of this.
Yeah.
All right, Racquel, this is up to you to determine.
Mm-hmm.
Would James prefer option 1 for a lady to do to him? Talk dirty while making love? Or 2, treat him to one of their one or more very vocal orgasms?
I'm going to go with the second one because if I know James, I feel like he wouldn't like talking. No talking. He'd be like, that's enough. We don't talk, only at the end when we have our big finish. That's what I gauge from him just by looking at his face right now in this call. I'm like, yes.
Right now he's speechless.
Racquel is basing her opinions on my moments of intimacy based on how I host this show.
Yeah. How else am I supposed to?
Exactly. That's the point of all of this.
Tell me I'm right.
You're right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right,
And
that's
again,
2
I want to be clear to
0.
everyone who's watching. None of this I have been consulted on.
But you do it. It's obviously correct. Dave knows it's right.
I've been instructed that I can't argue any of the answers.
All right, James.
Yeah.
Next question for you.
I'm 0 for 2 right now.
Would you prefer Racquel? Option 1. Would Racquel prefer...
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me think of how this game works again.
It's would Racquel prefer.
Would Racquel prefer 2, 1, shave her privates completely bare? Or option 2, just trim her privates?
This is awful. This is absolutely. I have to determine Racquel's. hygiene routine here?
Answer the question, James.
All
it's
right.
an easy one.
What was the first one again?
Shave her privates. Completely bare.
Yeah.
Much like a baby.
Yeah. Or, or the second one is just trim.
Trim her privates.
Look, I would say this. This is what I'm going to be predicating my response on. The past two questions, I've answered 2 as the second option, and I've been wrong. So I feel like I'm due for 2, so I'm going to go 2. And I'm not going to repeat what the condition was.
Well, we forgot what 2 was, so why don't you repeat
2
what 2
was
was?
trim her privates.
I'm going to go, look, I'm going to go, and this is what I'm going to base Racquel's a very busy person. I feel like a lot of hygienic care requires a lot of time and patience. I'm going to say, when you're just trimming, it's not as long of a job.
Are you crying?
Only on the inside. I'm going to go, and again, I've been wrong about 2 in questions 1 and 2. I'm going 2.
That's incorrect.
Oh.
Racquel, care to explain your hygiene routine?
Yes, everything's gone. Yeah, it's much like a store going out of business. Everything must go. That's what I say when I go to the waxer. I guess I'm not
I'm not the only person who guessed incorrect in the chat. Thomas Barnwell writes mullet probably, which is horrifying.
Now I have an idea for the next time I go.
Okay, so the score is currently 2 for Racquel, 0 for me.
I think it's 3 for Racquel.
I got 3 right?
Sure.
Pretty sure the first question she got wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right. It's 2-0. So let's do this. This next one, interestingly enough, is worth 3 points.
All right.
Feeling good.
All right, let me find what the next question is.
You don't have the card prepared?
No, it's prepared. I just want to make sure that I do correctly.
All right.
All right. Would James prefer option 1 for a lady or a gentleman to perform oral sex on him while he stands up? Or option 2 for him and his partner to perform oral sex together in the 69 position?
Oh, fun. I'm going to say James would love oral while standing. He seems like the kind of guy who wants to get stuff done. There's so much spit in my mouth. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. James seems like the kind of guy who'd want to get stuff done, and I feel like a blowjob in his head would be like an inconvenience. So he would need to be standing and I'm right. Yes!
That's correct. James would need to be standing, sort of over his partner because he has that kind of fetish, and he would not be wanting to reciprocate because that's the kind of guy that he is.
I knew it.
Coming in the chat, High Score Run wrote, "I've never seen James stand up on the show, so option 2." So, sorry, High Score Run. Apparently, you're incorrect.
No.
All right, so that's 2 points, I think, or did I say 3 points?
It was 3 points.
Right.
So now Racquel is up to 5.
Raquel's up to 5, and I think this is the last question.
All right, so I have no possibility of winning.
No, but just for fun.
Oh, for fun.
Would Racquel prefer this? Let me see if there's a better one.
And Racquel, you were consulted on these before the show.
Okay, let's.
No, I trust Dave that he just knows the answer.
Would Racquel prefer for someone to have her kneel on a chair and enter her from behind?
Oh my God.
Or for someone to give her anal sex?
Wait, still bent on a chair or just in general?
In some kind of form, one or the other.
Look, you know what? I'm going to go with what brought me to the dance. And while it hasn't been successful, I'm going to give it one more try. Look, Racquel's clearly dealing with diarrhea these days. So I'd like to imagine that perhaps some type of anal sex might not be the most clean of option, might be a little bit too messy. So I'm going to go with number 1. Final answer.
What was number 1 again?
I believe, would you like to repeat it?
I'm asking you to repeat it, James.
From what I recall, I believe number 1 was kneeling on a chair and being entered from behind.
You don't have to do quotations. That's really what was said.
I know, but I'm quoting the card. I'm quoting the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Racquel, I actually don't have the answer for this one, so I'm going to need you to say it on your own terms, so I don't have to.
I would love for you to say it, though. It's your game. Your Dirty Dave.
Yeah, it's dirty. Yeah, it is Dirty
Your
Dave.
Dirty Dave.
Valentine's Day.
That's
you
true.
were the one who was...
Hold on, time out. So you can do that, but you can't say the answer?
Yeah, I want to back that ass up for a second. And before Dave
back
read
that
the
ass up.
card, he said, quote, I want to find a good one. So, Dave, what's the answer?
The answer, well, of course, James, you're incorrect.
Oh, am I incorrect?
Because this gal loves anal.
Well, folks, that's our Valentine's Day special. We've done it all tonight, and in true Valentine's Day fashion, I think it's important for none of us to kind of be sent out of the Zoom call on our own. I think we should end the show together. Dave, any final thoughts? Any message to the audience as we say goodnight to them on this very special Valentine's Day?
Sure, well, firstly, James, I'd appreciate you not posting this episode on YouTube.
Oh, it's already uploading.
Regardless, everyone get together with your significant other, tell them you love them, and if you don't have a significant other, call a friend, phone a friend. That's classic game show fodder.
Yeah.
And, enjoy the people you love. It doesn't have to be romantic partner. It could be anyone that you want to share your life with.
That's well said. Racquel, any final words to the audience, whether they are enjoying someone's company tonight or not?
Hey, audience, whether you're enjoying, someone else's company in a romantic sense or like a friend sense, or like maybe you're just hanging by yourself and watching these little goofballs.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, happy Valentine's Day from me. And also, don't take cheese for granted and all the dairy products that are so good. I hope that you're drowning in a cheese fondue. That's the other thing.
I couldn't have said it better
Guys,
myself,
before we go, sorry to interrupt, James.
No, of course.
Would be a shame if somebody else got to talk on the show, but
You just hosted half of it.
I got another text message from Sylvia.
Oh my God.
And it comes with a message. I guess she's watching the show currently because came with the message, I'd pick option 2, anal.
Oh my God.
Well, Racquel,
Of course, I'm not into
alone.
that.
Let's wish everyone out there, and of course, I want to echo the sentiments of Racquel Belmonte, and of course, Dirty Dave Kaufman. Folks, we are going to be back this coming Wednesday. Andy Asaf is here, Kathy Fagan is here, and so much more. Until then, for Dave Kaufman and Racquel Belmonte, I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, be well, and happy Valentine's Day.
Mwah.